Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves in the energy sector lately. Here's the deal. Google just locked in a massive 15-year agreement to buy the entire output of a 155-megawatt solar project in Oklahoma. Now, on the surface, this might sound like just another corporate deal, but personally, I think this is a huge deal, and not just for Google. What makes this really interesting is that it's not just about powering Google's operations. It's about reshaping how we think about corporate responsibility and energy infrastructure. Let me break it down for you. First off, this project, called Crooked Creek Solar, is set to start construction in 2026 and go live by 2028. That's a pretty tight timeline, especially for a project of this scale. But what's even more fascinating is the broader impact. This isn't just about Google getting clean energy, it's about adding new generation capacity to the Southwest Power Pool, which covers Oklahoma and parts of the central US. In my opinion, this is a prime example of how tech giants can leverage their resources to drive systemic change. By committing to a 15-year agreement, Google isn't just buying power, they're investing in the long-term stability of the grid. And that's a big deal because, let's face it, the grid needs all the help it can get as we transition to renewables. Now, let's talk about the local impact. During construction, this project is expected to create up to 250 jobs. That's 250 families in McCurtain County who'll benefit directly from this. But it doesn't stop there. Over its lifetime, the project is projected to generate $25 million for local programs, including emergency services and schools. What many people don't realize is that these kinds of projects aren't just about green energy, they're about economic revitalization. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a win-win. Google gets reliable, affordable power, and the community gets jobs and revenue. It's a model that other companies should be paying attention to. Another detail I find fascinating is how this fits into RWE's broader strategy. This is their first solar project in Oklahoma, but they are already a big player in the state's wind energy scene. What this really suggests is that companies like RWE are diversifying their portfolios to meet the growing demand for clean energy. And let's be honest, with the way energy consumption is skyrocketing, especially from data centers and AI infrastructure, this kind of diversification is crucial. From my perspective, this isn't just a one-off project, it's part of a larger trend where renewables are becoming the backbone of our energy system. But here's a deeper question. What does this mean for the future of corporate energy agreements? Personally, I think we're going to see more of these long-term deals as companies try to future-proof their operations. With energy prices fluctuating and climate regulations tightening, locking in clean energy now makes a lot of sense. What's more, it sends a powerful message to policymakers and investors. Renewables are not just a moral imperative, they are a smart business move. One thing that immediately stands out is how this deal aligns with Google's broader sustainability goals. They've been carbon neutral since 2007, and this is just the latest step in their journey to run on the 24th of July carbon-free energy by 2030. It's ambitious, but deals like this show they are serious about making it happen. So, where does this leave us? In my opinion, this deal is a blueprint for how corporations can, and should, engage with the energy transition. It's not just about buying offsets or making pledges. It's about actively building the infrastructure we need for a sustainable future. What this really suggests is that the private sector has the power to drive change at a scale that governments often struggle with. And that's a thought-provoking idea, isn't it? As we wrap up, I'll leave you with this. If more companies followed Google's lead, how much faster could we transition to a clean energy economy? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this.